Hello, my comic book friends, and welcome to Bizarre Brain Comics. I am Gary, your host. I want to try to make a short one this time, and I want to show you my meager collection here of Roma the Jungle Girl from 1974 by DC Comics. And these are the issues that I originally picked up on the spinner rack at the drugstore in my little tiny BFE town way back in 1975. You can tell that, but it still has the grease pencil markings that the store owner put on all the comics. This has issues 1 through 7, but number 2 is missing. As I recall, I missed that on the stand, and I also think that number 7 was the last issue that was published, even though it says next issue on such and such. It ran for a year and was bi-monthly. So if it went from May 74 to May 75, that should mean 7 issues. And I am missing number 2. Well, of course, here, this is during the time when DC was publishing the Tarzan title, to the Tarzan and Korok, son of Tarzan. And Roma was a female kind of version of Tarzan. I mean, as far as the comics are concerned, female alternative to Tarzan, I think is what I'm trying to say. But she is not much like Tarzan at all, like most other jungle girls are. And it is, of course, based on the 1904, I think that's what year it came out, the 1904 W.H. Hudson novel of Green Mansions. And there was a 1950s, sometime in there, film version, which starred Anthony Perkins and I've suddenly forgotten her name. I just read it. Audrey Hepburn. That's it, Audrey Hepburn. How can you forget Audrey Hepburn? Oh, she was such a lovely young lady. See, this was a companion book to Tarzan, and Joe Kubert was the editor. I'm not sure who actually did the writing on it. And Joe Kubert did the covers of all these issues. And Nestor Redondo was the interior artist. And he did some beautiful stuff. I've talked about him before when they did some other stuff, but primarily when I did covered the DC tabloid-sized book of the Bible, which he drew, and had just incredibly beautiful stuff. And Nestor Redondo is a Filipino artist, and so he knew what jungles looked like, and he did especially beautiful jungle scenes and outrageously beautiful wildlife, especially the birds. So I wanted to give you a better look at that cover there, Joe Kubert. And there's a little example. Look at that beautiful jaguar. Oh, it's so beautiful. The snake, everything. It's so authentic look. And then, now, how's that for a wow? That would make a wonderful poster. And not necessarily cheesecake. It is just a beautiful piece of artwork there. And you can see in there how incredibly beautiful those birds are. And the very lovely figure of the young lady here. I'll probably sometime in the future go through and break down one of the issues for the story. But I just wanted to give you a little example here. And of course, the main character is actually, well, she's the main character, but the story is being told by this fellow Abel, who went into the forest to find this young lady. Because she is a legend and thought to be a witch by the natives. And so why it shows her kind of transforming from this. Of course, the Kubert covers are more dynamic than what you have in the stories usually. But here's like this jaguar transforming into the girl. But of course, she doesn't change. But the natives thought she could control the beasts, and thought she could change herself into a beast as well. So that's issue 1, and I'm missing issue 2, and here is issue 3, and again, Joe Kubert cover, and they look like they're really in danger, being menaced by the South American Indians. I think this is supposed to take place in Brazil, and again, just some incredibly beautiful interior art. See, I saw something else in here. Beautiful. Not so much. I mean, it is beautiful, but not the kind of stuff that I wanted to show. And as I said, it's a companion. It was a companion title to Tarzan. Here is issue number 4, and this looks like it's right out of one of the Tarzan stories. Now, it seems like, I'm calling on my memory, that she was also had a companion for a time on an animation in the Tarzan program, and they had a companion cartoon to that in the program. But I might be thinking of something else, but maybe it's Jana of the Jungle or something. I don't remember. But she did appear in some episodes of a later version of the Super Friends somehow. Which I think is odd because she has nothing to do with them. But I have never got the novel read. Even though I love the Jungle stories. I started reading it one time, and I've got a really old, I don't know if I still have it or not, a really old copy, nice copy of Green Mansions, and I never got read it, and I'm thinking I wound up getting rid of it sometime when I needed to make space and weed some stuff out. So that's issue 4. And then here is issue 5. And I don't know how this South American Indian tribesman is frozen in a block of ice down there. Ice is pretty scarce, especially out in the Amazon jungle. And there's Rima, the Jungle Vengeance. Take a brief look. Oh yeah, some more. Yeah, he's frozen all right. And again, just such magnificent beauty in that artwork. And even though Joe Kubert is one of my favorite comic artists, has always been, especially, and my favorite Tarzan artist, and as wonderful as his art is, he just lacks the sheer beauty of Nestor Redondo's work in there. And there is issue number 6. It said, "Get away from our trophy, or the first bullet is yours." And of course, it's she's protecting this white jaguar here on this cover. And I haven't read these in years, so I don't remember. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Oh, isn't that beautiful? Safari of Death. It's just so incredibly beautiful. The cats themselves are so beautiful, and Rima, it's just so incredibly lovely. She's so feline herself. Yeah, it's incredibly beautiful. And then here is the last one that I've got, and as I said, I think this is the last issue. I couldn't find a reference to exactly how many issues there were. This is number 7, and she is protecting this small boy from a bear. And I think the boy is a troublemaker in this story, because here he is right off the bat. Well, it's so odd because the bear looks odd compared. All his other wildlife and everything is so incredibly beautiful, yet the bear looks off. It looks fine there though. And again, the beauty, and of course the imp, and there. So that's all I've got. I just wanted to show you some, because before I did Shanna, the she-devil, and this is a counterpoint to that. Another jungle girl. I love the jungle comics, jungle story comics, and I'm sure that Jambo is out there somewhere, and he just loves this because it's a beautiful, good girl art, even though it's not golden age. So, thank you for joining me. Please like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment. Do you like Roma the Jungle Girl? How about Nestor Redondo's beautiful artwork? Have you ever read Green Mansions or seen the movie? I've only seen part of the movie, and I would like to see the whole thing sometime. So, let me know in the comments below. And remember, people, comics are art.